By the end of this video, your NASCAR IQ will jump up 100 points because you're going to know everything for this weekend's NASCAR Cup Series race from Martinsville Speedway. Welcome to your Cookout 400 race preview, brought to you by yours truly, John, the Motorsport Enthusiast. If you like spicy, short track, and slightly chaotic NASCAR races, well, buckle up, Martinsville's the race for you. Martinsville isn't just another race weekend, it's literally a cage match in a paperclip. Martinsville Speedway is a NASCAR tradition in concrete and asphalt form. The shortest track on the schedule at 0.526 miles, but also one of the meanest. First opened in 1947, it's been hosting races before some of your favorite drivers' grandparents were even born. Now the trophy, it's not a champagne bottle or a metal cup. It's a grandfather clock. It's one of the classiest ways to tell your neighbors that you wrecked the whole field and you lived to tell the tale. Since 2022, we have been in the Gen 7 era. And since then, we've had 6 NASCAR Cup Series races here. At first, it was just impossible to pass. And NASCAR tweaked the package a little bit, and ever since, things have gotten a little bit more spicy. Remember Christopher Bell's must-win miracle? Or Ross Chastain deciding that the laws of physics are optional and riding the wall like he was in NASCAR Heat 4? Rip to the Hail Melon 2022. Since 2022, like I said before, 6 races have taken place. William Byron winning 2 of those, the spring of 2022 and the spring of 2024. Ryan Blaney winning October 2023 and November 2024. Kyle Larson winning the spring of 2023, and Christopher Bell winning October of 2022. Who's had the juice? Well, it's been Penske and it's been Hendrick Motorsports. That's 5 out of the 6 wins. Joe Gibbs has 1 and everybody else literally is just watching. But let's talk numbers, let's talk consistency, and let's see who's going to be hot this weekend. First off, Ryan Blaney. He's been insanely consistent. Since 2022, his average finish at Martinsville is 3.5. He's finished no worse than 7. With 5 top 5s and 2 wins, he's gotta be on your radar. Him and Martinsville are best. Driver number 2, Joey Logano. Right behind Blaney with an average finish of 5.2. He's got 6 top 10s in 6 races, but I have to mention, he hasn't finished in the top 10 at all this year. So is that gonna change? Now, he doesn't have any wins at Martinsville, but he's come very, very close, and he's gonna be lurking this weekend. Next up, the Hendrick boys. First, William Byron. In the last 6 races, he has 2 wins, 2 top 5s, and 4 top 10s. His lowest finish is 23rd, and he has led 351 laps. Kyle Larson, in the last 6 races, 1 win, 4 top 5s, 5 top 10s. His lowest finish is 19th, and he's led 255 laps. Hendrick driver number 3 is Mr. Chase Elliott. He doesn't have any wins, but he has 2 top 5s, 5 top 10s. His lowest finish is 17th, and he's led the most laps of anybody in the Gen 7 era, with 515 laps led at Martinsville. And last but not least, Mr. Alex Bowman. He has an average finish of 15.2, 0 wins, 0 top 5s, 1 top 10, and his best finish is 8. But I think that could change this weekend with how fast he's been in recent races in the 2025 season. Another driver we need to talk about is Denny Hamlin. Mr. Virginia himself, a 5-time Martinsville winner, but not in the Gen 7 era. He has 4 top 5s, 4 top 10s, has led the second most laps out of anybody outside of Chase Elliott with 461 laps. Best finish of 3rd, his lowest finish of 28. So we'll see if Denny can get back on his winning ways this weekend. And one more driver who I'm going to say is a little bit underrated is Chase Briscoe. He has an average finish of 8.7 in the last 6 races at Martinsville with 2 top 5s, 5 top 10, 142 laps led, but he's not finished outside the top 15. I believe he's in a better car. I believe he's coming into form. Watch out for Chase Briscoe this weekend to potentially get a victory. Before we move on, I'm gonna take a little quick pit stop and say, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna start putting out more weekly previews, race recaps, hot takes, everything motorsports related, NASCAR, Formula One, IndyCar, headed your way. You don't wanna miss it, especially when we're this deep into some of the statistics, which I personally love. Now moving on to who I expect to be up near the front and who my potential pick to win is, which you'll know by the end of the video. You can't talk about Martinsville without Hendrick Motorsports. And let's be real, if you're betting against Hendrick Motorsports this weekend, well, you're probably new here. They've won the last 3 spring races in the Gen 7 era. They've won at Martinsville 29 times. And in April of 2024, they went 1-2-3. And this weekend, yeah, they're pretty loaded. My favorite driver, William Byron, if you haven't seen from this hat and all the die casts behind me that I keep on emptying my bank account on, he's going to be one of the favorites. Also, Larson getting a win this past weekend in Homestead, you know he's going to try to carry momentum into Martinsville, a track that he is trying to get that win at. Elliott wants revenge because of his bad luck this year comparatively to his other teammates, and Alex Bowman wants to bounce back from Homestead after losing the race to his own teammate. A couple other drivers I'm paying attention to this weekend is number 1, Denny Hamlin, because the clock is ticking. I mean, literally. He hasn't won here in the Gen 7 era. He's finished 3rd before, and he is due. He's led laps, he's had the speed, he just hasn't been there at the end. But just as a warning to the rest of the drivers in the field, if he's 2nd with 5 laps to go, the leader better pull those belts tight because you may be sent into the wall. Denny will use the bumper. He's done it before. He wants that win. Another driver that's going to try to bounce back from a penalty last time at Martinsville is Christopher Bell. I'm going to call him the quiet killer here at Martinsville. He won here in a must-win in 2022, and he knows how to manage tires. He's very good at short track racing, so don't sleep on Bell. And the last driver I'm going to talk about to who to look out for this weekend, it's going to be that 12 car of Ryan Blaney. Look, his engine has exploded the last 2 races. Phoenix and Homestead. Back-to-back DNF. Both huge L's. I don't know if that 12 car has been possessed by a demon, but that 12 car has had something going on the last 2 weeks. Now, here's the twist. I think this could be a bounce back weekend for him. He's the defending Martinsville winner back in November of 2024, and he hasn't finished outside the top 7 ever here at Martinsville in the Gen 7 era. If his motor holds up, which it's a shifting track, I believe, and I think they're going to be shifting a lot. I'm kind of worried about it, but if it holds up, that 12 car could be in victory lane. And with all that being said, let's get to my pick for this weekend's race. Who's going to take home that lovely grandfather clock? I'm calling it now. I'm going to go with Mr. Ryan Blaney. He will win the Cookout 400. Yes, I know. He's had back-to-back DNFs, back-to-back blown engines. I know Penske's probably doing some nightly ritual over that engine, just praying that it won't blow up again. But he's due. He's consistent, he's confident, and he's dangerous when everything goes right. Plus, what's a better redemption story than blowing up in back-to-back races, only to dominate the paperclip and go back-to-back? Back-to-back blowing up, back-to-back wins. Makes sense. Now, if he DNFs again, I will accept all the roast comments and start considering exorcism options for that 12 cars engine. So when is the race? The Cookout 400 is this Sunday, March 30th at 3 p.m. Eastern time on Fox Sports 1. Get your snacks, get your drinks, and maybe even get yourself a hot dog if you fancy it. After all the dust settles, I'll be here next week with a full race recap with hot takes, stats, and probably regret in my eyes if Ryan Blaney blows up again. And if he blows up again, you can blame it on me. Just do it. Just blame it on me. I'm John, the Motorsport Enthusiast. Thank you so much for watching, and let's go racing for Martinsville.